What is up, you beautiful happy hustlers out there? Cary Jack here, and happy freaking New Year. All right, I hope that you are really off to a great start so far. I mean, let's be honest, it is 2022 and it's pretty exciting. The new year brings new opportunities and a lot of growth and evolution from the year prior. Now, in this solo episode of the Happy Hustle podcast, I want to talk about a quote that I recently read and how it can positively impact you if you start living your life like this. And that quote is, "A long life is never guaranteed. Nearly everyone dies before they are ready." And that's from Tim Ferris, one of my digital mentors. I haven't met Tim. I'm 1 degree of separation away from him. I'm sure I'll meet him soon. But I will say that quote hit me. And it was especially timely because, the new year brings a lot of new opportunities. So in this episode, I want to talk about an exercise that I did to live my life with this mindset of nothing is guaranteed. We could potentially die tomorrow, and how you could really focus on which opportunities are best for you in 2022. So listen to the end. This is going to be a doozy. And if you're hearing this right now, do know that I am a little bit under the weather. So if my voice sounds a little different, or if you are watching the YouTube video, you'll notice I am wearing a beanie and my blue blockers, my camo jacket, and I'm looking somewhat homeless. That's because, I had the family over for the holidays and we all got sick, oddly enough. So anyway, that's just a little note. Okay, let's dive in after a quick episode sponsor break. Real quick, guys, if you want to optimize your sleep and decrease your cortisol levels, those stress hormones in the new year, there's one supplement that I highly recommend you take. And I don't say that lightly because anything I recommend, I take myself and I stand behind. And this is one of those products that has really positively impacted my life. And I really appreciate, the science that goes into creating this formula, this supplement. They're a really great company too. They have a 365-day money back guarantee. And it's just something that has really helped me optimize my sleep. And that supplement is Magnesium Breakthrough. If you have heard me talk about this before, but you have been on the fence, well, they have a especially awesome promo going on right now for the new year. And you guys get the hookup for just listening and watching the show. You go to Mag Breakthrough. That's MAG breakthrough.com/happy. And you can get the hookup on multiple bottles. It really is, again, one of those supplements that you just got to try. And it has a 365-day money-back guarantee, so you really got nothing to lose. So check it out, magbreakthrough.com/happy. Save yourself some moolah. Now let's get back to this episode. All right, guys, we are back with this solo episode of the Happy Hustle podcast. And we are talking about this new year and how you can crush it and how you can live your life with a little urgency. And I think urgency is the most effective yet best definition of what we're really trying to accomplish here at the Happy Hustle in this episode. Having urgency in life, really making sure that you are not just kind of putting things off for tomorrow. Now, I want to read that quote to you again. If you listen to the intro, I hope the quote resonated. I'm going to read it again. This is from Tim Ferris, and he says, "A long life is never guaranteed. Nearly everyone dies before they are ready." And I just thought that was such a powerful quote because, you hear the term life is short, right? You hear that quite frequently. And I've even said that. However, I think this is a far better description because, life can be quite long. If some people live 130, I think the oldest person's right around 130. but a long life is never guaranteed. And I think that's a really good way to put it, because we all want a long, healthy, fruitful, loving life, but it's not guaranteed. There's really no guarantees in this life. Now, there is consequences to our actions. So a short life could be guaranteed if you, do something stupid and, get yourself hurt, quite badly. I'm not going to elaborate on that example, but you get the point. But he does say nearly everyone dies before they are ready. And I just thought this was a very important message to ponder for the new year. Because a lot of people, they put off their goals. They put off their dreams. They say, oh, tomorrow, or when I make, my first $1,000 for my side hustle, then I'll give it more focus. Well, you're not going to make your first $1,000 if you don't give it focus now, or, oh, I'll write that book that I've been, considering writing for years, maybe later. Or, I'll start my podcast in a little bit. We always put off our goals, it seems. Not everyone. There's an elite group of high performers that get her done. And that's what I want you to be. I want you to be that elite group of high performing, happy, hustling entrepreneurs. And this is really important to consider, the urgency around right now, what you're after in 2022. I did a recent episode, and it was getting crystal clear on your one personal goal and your one professional goal for 2022. If you haven't listened to that episode, I highly recommend just going back a couple episodes and listening to that episode. We really got clear on how to set those two goals, both for your personal life and your professional life, and then how to reverse engineer that process. That episode kind of parlays with this one, because now that you are crystal clear with what you want and how to get it, now it's time to go to work, okay? Now it's time to execute. And I'm going to give you this one example. This is an example that I recently did. And I feel this is going to be relevant for you. And I'm going to just assume, right? I'm going to assume that you listening, yes, you right now, want to make more money in 2022. I don't necessarily know exactly why you want to make more money, but I'm sure you do probably want to make more money. Maybe you want more, time freedom. Maybe you want more creative freedom. Maybe you want more financial freedom. Those are three big drivers in my life and for many of the happy hustlers. But I know you want more abundance, so then you can give back to others more freely, right? Because I know you got a great heart, as do I. And I believe the more we make, the more we can give. The more money we have in our bank account, the more of our true self we can exhibit, right? Because I believe money truly does make you more of who you already are. If you're a dick and you make more money, you're probably going to be more of a dick, right? But if you're giving and you're a nice person, you're probably going to do good things with that money, right? So with that goal, of making more money, I'm going to present you an exercise that I just did myself, because I have on the table many different money-making opportunities for 2022. And I'm sure you can think of a couple different money-making opportunities for yourself right now in 2022. So I'm going to put you through this exercise, and I hope, again, you're not just a passive listener. I hope you are an active participant. Guys, I'll tell you, I'm an avid podcast, listener myself. And the podcasts that I get the most out of are the ones that I actually take action upon, the ones that I actually am taking notes or listen to the call to action and do the work. Okay, so I urge you to do this exercise for your own well-being, not for mine, but for your own, okay? So here we go. I want you to get a piece of paper, or you can get your, laptop out or phone or whatnot. At the top, I want you to put a $sign, maybe $2 and then opportunities, okay? $2 and then the word opportunities. Then I want you to make a bullet point, all right? Then next to that bullet point, write the first opportunity that comes to mind, a way that you can make money in 2022, okay? Then underneath it, the next line, I want you to put a plus sign. Then I want you to write the potential earnings from that opportunity. Okay? So you got the opportunity, then you got the potential earnings from that opportunity. Then the third line, you can just make an asterisk or whatever. I want you to put the time/effort required. This is obviously estimated time and effort required, but give it your best estimate, okay? So I'm going to give you an example of, one of mine, all right? So an opportunity that I have in 2022 is to book 2 new keynote speeches for the Happy Hustle every single month. Okay, that's an opportunity. I've been asked to speak a lot more, and I like speaking. I like sharing the message, especially to live audiences. Okay, so that's an opportunity. The potential earnings, well, right now, since I'm not like a avid international keynote speaker, my speaking rate is, modest. Some would say it is, oh, I just get paid pennies to speak, I'm happy, or a free lunch to speak, I'm happy. I put down for my potential earnings somewhere between, 5 and 10 grand, meaning, somewhere between typically around 5K a speech. Okay. Then the time and effort would be roughly an hour to actually speak, plus 2 hours of prep time to get to know the audience. And I know my material quite well, so I don't really need to, get too deep into reiterating that. But I budgeted about 6 hours in terms of time and effort to do those 2 keynote speeches. Okay. And this is something that, again, I am using to then make better decisions for my business, for my brand, for my future, for my life, so that I don't live with, that mindset of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I will get it done eventually. No, I operate with urgency because I write out all these money-making opportunities, and then I can assess which one is going to be the most lucrative and the most impactful, okay? And I want you to do the same. So that was your first opportunity, right? You wrote the opportunity, you wrote the potential earnings, and then you wrote the time and the effort that it would require to seize that opportunity, all right? So now go to the next one. Think of another money-making opportunity. Hopefully, these are somewhat related. Hopefully these aren't just like completely random. Hopefully they are, they have something to do with your business or your brand or your mission and the impact you want to have. For me, I'll give you another example. Another opportunity that I have is to take on new podcast sponsorships, right? New podcast sponsorships is a money-making opportunity. It's also a great way to share products that I love and, share brands' messages that I believe in. The potential earnings, well, it depends. If I brought on 2 new sponsors, it'd be probably, at least a couple grand every single month. Somewhere again between a couple grand and 10. I'm not again at that massive space where I'm getting six-figure, podcast sponsorship deals yet, but I will get there. But it's an opportunity to make money. Okay. The time and effort. Well, I got to do ad reads. I got to learn, more about the company, the science behind it. I need to educate myself. I said roughly about 5 hours per week. Okay. That's another money-making opportunity. Think of one for you. Another money-making opportunity for me. I said sell more books and Happy Hustle courses and Blissful Balance fridge magnets in a package using affiliates. That's a really great way to spread the Happy Hustle message to a list of people who, is already aggregated with a lot of my friends who have large groups and large followings and big audiences. I thought, okay, I'll put together a great affiliate program for them to help promote. Potential earnings? Well, I said that's kind of unclear. It could be $1,000 per email send. It could be 20,000. The sky's the limit because it's a scalable offer. Time and effort? Well, I'd have to put together great copy on an email or two that they can select and customize. Then I have to put together a really high converting page or funnel, which I already have, but I'd probably tweak it a little bit. Then I'd have to get a very gracious and generous, payout for my affiliates who are helping promote. And it would probably take me, maybe 5, maybe 10 hours to put all this together per month. But again, it's going to net great rewards. So my point in sharing with you these real life examples in my own life, in my own business, is this is how you can then make decisions on which goal to really focus on next and which one to go after with urgency. Again, because we started the episode with, a long life is never guaranteed. Nearly everyone dies before they are ready. And again, that's from Tim Ferris. He's one of the goats of happy hustling. So I figured he's a good guy to share that message, that quote. But I wanted to go through that exercise on money-making opportunities and how to figure out which one is going to be best for you to focus on. By going through that, you can then see which one is going to require, technically the least amount of effort and time to give you the maximum amount of value and impact. All right. So that's the message for today. It's short, it's sweet, it's living with urgency, and then it's deciding which goals to go all in after. Okay. Do not take a moment for granted. Do not waste time, even if you are, let's say, like me, a little bit under the weather. I'm still reminding myself to be grateful for even the movie time that I have with my fiance, right? Or the time I have with my brother just talking because I'm slowed down. Usually I'm just like, next thing, productive, type A, driven, let's go. But it's nice to slow down, not nice to be forced to slow down for health reasons, but that's what happens when you have family gatherings and, they all come in from all over the country and then they bring you special goodies. Thanks, fam, for that. But anyway, thankfully I'm healthy and strong and I'll kick it in a couple days. But I just wanted to share this message. I thought it was important. I thought it was timely. And I hope that you take it to heart and you get after your goals with urgency, baby. That's the message. I love ya. I'm out. Peace, y'all. And one more thing, guys. If you have not yet picked up a copy of my new book, The Happy Hustle, 10 Alignments to Avoid Burnout and Achieve Blissful Balance, let me tell you, I highly recommend you do if you're serious about happy hustling a life you love in 2022. This book was written to be timeless. It does not, shortcut success. It tells you the straight to the cheddar, real nitty gritty truth when it comes to happy hustling a life you love. And it shares the soul mapping framework on how you can create that blissful balance while making money and an impact. And you guys can get a free copy right now by going to thehappyhustlebook.com. And there, all you got to do is help out with shipping and handling. So if you want a free book, we're giving away the first 1,000 for free. And when that offer's up, well, we're going to decide what to do if we're going to, charge full price for it. Full price is $17.95. So right now you can save yourself some money. Just help out with shipping and handling. Turns out to be $8.95 inside the United States. I think it's $14.95 if you're international. But get yourself a book. I'm telling you, I really put so much time and energy and love and labor into this thing. It took me 2.5 years. And it would mean the world to me if you got it and actually read it and then actually applied it. So thehappyhustlebook.com. I love you. I'm out. Peace, y'all.